2026 is quite literally the best year to create and launch your online course and monetize your knowledge. I'll tell you why. Before that, I want to introduce myself. For the past 7 years, I have helped a lot of online entrepreneurs, coaches, and brands monetize their knowledge online through programs, courses, online coaching, high ticket coaching, all of that. But I've noticed a pattern after AI is introduced in the market today, there is more need for real expertise that comes from experience, your life experience, your professional experience, as well as your intellect, your thought leadership. I feel there is no better time than now to monetize your knowledge, your expertise, and your experience online. This is where you set yourself apart. Some of my clients recently were actually saying that Devika, do you still, we still can do well with course creation online if we want to sell our knowledge in a course online? Do you think that can still work? Because AI has now made information so readily available online. Do you think people still need our knowledge in courses? I say absolutely. Definitely, in fact, because I'll tell you why. I love AI, and in my videos over here on this channel, I want to talk more about how you can ethically and effectively use AI for your course creation, your business. But AI cannot replicate your business, your thought leadership, your expertise, and the experience you have gained over the years, which is what people are still needing. In fact, people are needing it more now than ever. For example, if you are a mom who has year on year for the last so many years mastered the art of budgeting, of kitchen management, managing your fridge so that you have zero waste in your kitchen, zero waste in your fridge, you can definitely monetize that because that is something a lot of people out there need. That's not something that people can get some generic online information. Yes, people can get few things like maybe how to have a tracker, how to cut costs on certain things, but basically something that comes from your experience that cannot be found online because you have gained it by doing something again and again, finding solution through your specific problems, and you have gained mastery in it. So this is something where you can absolutely create a course on. Doesn't have to be something professional. On the other hand, let's say you are a professional who's a plumber or an electrician. One of my clients is a chiropractor, and you have worked with hundreds of clients over the years in your specific zone of genius, and now you want to reach more people and you want to help them with some basic things they can do to achieve the results that they can on their own. For example, if you are a plumber, you can create a course about how people can make some basic fixes in their home, maybe a leaking faucet or maybe certain small fixes, emergency fixes they can do. Or if you're a chiropractor, which is one of my recent clients, she has worked hundreds of clients helping with their posture, their cognitive health, and now she wants that information, that expertise that she has gained over the years to reach more and more people. So she now has started working with me in creating online course so that this expertise and this specific knowledge that she has gained from working all these years reaches more and more women in their 50s so that they have better posture, better spinal cord health, and cognitive health. That's something that she has uniquely gained from her expertise from working with so many clients. So she also talks about like, these are the things that I normally notice where you can falter. These are the normally things that I have observed that happens when you're aging. So basically things that comes from your observation and experience and expertise that cannot be found online generically, which is what courses are required for these days. Courses these days have taken that turn towards something that is from your experience and expertise. For example, you have a homestead. I love giving examples. For example, you have a homestead where you grow your own microgreens or your own mini vegetables like onions, tomato, and all. And of course, there are a lot of resources online on how you can start growing your some basic fruits in your own homestead. But you can, from your experience, teach something about how they can take care of the plant in its early stages of sapling, or in specific your location or climate, the soil quality, how they can observe or identify soil quality so that they can sow better and have basically better production of vegetables. A lot of things from your experience that you have overcome certain challenges, or you had to figure some things out by yourself. Because a lot of things that we do, even though we have a lot of information, while executing something, we figure out a lot of things by ourselves. We overcome certain challenges by ourselves. We figure out certain nuances by ourselves. And that is what your course requires. Also, another example coming to my mind is if you're a photographer and you don't, this is where also I get some questions like, do I need to have like years of experience and some mastery in something to teach a course? Absolutely not. You just need to be like two steps ahead of someone who needs to learn from you. So if you have any kind of experience in something, even if it's your hobby, and you know that someone two steps behind you can gain from your experience, you can absolutely create a course on that. For example, if photography is your hobby, you love taking photos of birds near you, local birds near you, and that's a hobby. You've probably been doing it last couple of years. You're not spent like many years in it. It's just something that you've been doing the last couple of years, but you can still help because your course will help someone who's starting to get into photography, bird photography, or maybe thinking about it. Maybe they've always loved taking photos with their phone of birds in their local area. Now they want to start playing with a camera to do that. Now they want to just make it like take it a notch up, and they're thinking about starting bird photography. So what are the steps they should follow so as to reduce their timeline and not make the kind of mistakes that maybe you made when you were starting out? You can make a course on that. You can literally make a step by step course on step 1, do this, step 2, do this. These are the kind of camera lenses you would need. This is the kind of angle that you would need. Whatever. I don't have knowledge about photography, but I'm just saying that you don't have to be a master in something. You just have to teach something from your experience to someone who's two steps behind you. It could be your hobby, it could be your profession. It also could be something that you're doing in your home life, like a mom who has been budgeting for years and has found some genius ways to budget and manage her kitchen and her fridge so that there is zero wastage. She can absolutely teach that. So it doesn't have to be something. What I'm trying to say is you need to teach to someone who's just two steps behind you, and you can help them with your experience. You're not just giving them generic information, although you can give them information like, yeah, do this, do that. This is what you need to be aware of in this particular field. Maybe you're teaching them knitting, you will have to give them information like how to knit. But you'll also, but the difference is when you teach them, you're going to teach from your experience. That is going to be the game changer here because you have experience in that thing. The person you're teaching to does not. So they are going to learn from your experience, which is why your course is so valuable. So I hope this helps you and encourages you to take the step in launching your course in 2026. If you have any questions, leave your comments below. I will get back to them as soon as I can.